on the track in to 14 Mile Beach right now. It's pretty corrugated, as you can probably hear.
Welcome back to our channel and our adventures in Simba Atrupi. We're continuing travelling up the coast of Western Australia, and in this episode we'll show you why you must visit this region. It's incredible. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying our content. Enjoy the video.
So as we head along towards our campground, we're back into giant termite mound country. These things are pretty iconic in this area, and I don't know if you can see, there's a bit of the old purple flowers that there was a big patch of them back there. Big patch of purple flowers, which are also pretty iconic to the northwest of WA. I think they're called mulla mulla, but they're really quite pretty. You can see them in clumps around the place. I'll see if I can spot some more and show you. Yep, you got to be looking real quick. It's actually wildflower season right now, but I think we've kind of hit the end of it. It's really dry.
We're pretty excited to stay at Warroora Station for a few days with our travelling buddies Nick and Tracy. This place is a real treat, and if you keep watching, we'll show you why.
On the track in to 14 Mile Beach right now. It's pretty corrugated, as you can probably hear. I haven't got a microphone on because we just got in the car and we're bouncing around too much to set it up, so but yeah, it's not too far, thank goodness, so we'll keep you tuned in. I'm not sure that we'll be tuning in too much at all, but far out. Sorry, gotta go. So blue. Have a look at this. So one of the minor drawbacks of coming to these sorts of places at this time of the year is the wind. And today, I mean, it's got a little bit of a breeze, but tomorrow it's going to be blowing pretty bad. So, but after that it's going to be good. So you just have to take the good days and the bad days, and if you get a few good days, that's a bonus. It's just pretty normal for this time of the year up here, isn't it? That's why a lot of the travellers tend to head south or go back from their north travels about this time of the year, because the wind is a kicker. But yeah, anyway, we're hopefully we'll get a few days of decent no wind. Or it won't be no wind, it's never no wind, it'll be not very much wind, hopefully. Have a look though. Can you guys see that? Excited.
So we've just arrived. We've got quite a big campsite. So the story with this holiday for us is that we actually weren't coming on a holiday at all until our friends Tracy and Nick said, come and stay with us. We've got a big site at Ya Warroora and you can come and stay. So it's turned out really well. So we've just arrived and it is a big site. So we have their van and 200 series, and then we're parked behind them, which is heaps of room. We've just levelled up. We're back from the beach, so we've got protection from the dunes. We will take you to the beach at some point. We've just levelled up a little bit, and yeah, there's not many people around that way, but lots of people in that way, but that's okay. So Paul's just going to pop the tent up. Don't know if you've noticed from any other videoing I've done over the last day or so, the new insect screen on the back door. We'll give you a bit of a chat about that one later. We've parked into the wind as we always do, because tomorrow, as I said, is going to absolutely blow its butt off. So yeah, all good there? Yeah. All right, fantastic. Oh, there's a moths. These things, these moths, they just get into everything. And these guys have been with us all the way from the last campground. They just, I don't know what they are, but they get in everywhere. Anyway, he's all set up and they're all set up. So time for a beer shortly. Good morning. We are at Turtle Beach, up near on Warroora Station. We're heading to Coral Bay today. We've come with our friends in their vehicle today. We've just come along to see some of the coastline. It's pretty rugged today. It's quite windy, but it's not unbearable. Looking for some turtles. So far we haven't seen anything, but we're on the lookout today. They're around, that's for sure. Straight through there. Maybe.
Every now and again they'll just put their heads up.
So I
reckon there's one.
Yeah, it's straight out here. Like, see where that, you might just keep your eyes in that area there. We realise that we're banging on about this place, but you must add it to your list if you're exploring the WA coast. With so many tracks, hidden beach spots and magical lookouts, it's an absolute must. Good morning, guys. The wind is still blowing today, but not quite as bad. So we're going to go take a drive a little bit south down the coast to some rock pools, which are supposed to be really nice. So we're going to give that a crack today. If the water's nice, we might even get in for a dip. At the moment, our friends Nick and Tracy are just taking their boat off the roof of the car, putting it onto a trailer. We're not taking the boat today because it's still not ideal for boating, but we're going to give that a
Going to give the drive a bit of a crack today. I think this is going to be the best day for a while as far as the wind goes. Might be getting up again tomorrow. Paul's just packing up the back of the car. We've got it all set up. Looks like we've been here forever. It's a beautiful spot, but I think this time of the year you're just dicing with the wind. It's pretty normal. Most people leave this area at this time of the year because of the wind. WA is renowned for its wind at the best of times, but right now it's probably getting up to the windiest time. How is this spot? This is Sandy Point, part of Warroora Station still. There's a campground here and there's a few vacant spots, but unfortunately people book them and then just don't turn up, so it means they're booked for somebody else, which is a real shame. But this place is magic. There's nobody here, just us, and we think we've spotted a few turtles in the water. I think we have. Look at this. This is insane. It's so calm. There's not an ounce of breeze down here. It's just beautiful. So if you haven't been to WA, guys, this is what you're missing out on. This is probably some of the most beautiful coastline you'll see anywhere in the world. And it's not just because I'm from WA. This is actually magic. So we came here in search of some rock pools that we had been recommended to come and see, but I think it's the tide is maybe not quite right for the rock pools, but we can kind of see where they would be if the tide was low. So just down there on the beach, it's still very beautiful here, but you can see down here these gorgeous little rock pools down there. How gorgeous is that? This place just keeps on providing this incredible scenery. It's not overly windy, it's just the tide, the swell is quite high, but it's absolutely beautiful. Just round the corner from that cliff over there, there is a beach, and that is Maggie's Beach. So this is in between Elle's Beach and Maggie's Beach. It's still part of Warroora Station. So we've just stopped to have a bit of a look, but there are so many spots you could just stay here for the entire day. There's so much to explore on this station, it's incredible. But you know, what a spot.
The summer came for us and showed us what we lost. I'm writing to myself about the things you said, about the things you said. The slowness creeps towards my feet within the light that morning brings to clean the remnants of a dream. Shadows you cannot see, I brush aside. You're on my mind this week. The lows are deep. I fall into the refuge that is sleep. There's nothing in my view but images of you 1,000 times. The summer came for us and showed.
This station has several campgrounds that are all bookable. This one, Ells Beach Campground, is a small camp with 7 sites and is adjacent to the Pelican Sanctuary Zone in the Ningaloo Marine Park. You must be self-contained, BYO toilets and take your own rubbish with you, as with all of the campsites in Warroora Station. It's our last morning at 14 Mile Camp and the conditions are pretty good, so Nick and Tracy decided to launch their tinny and take us for a spin, in the hope that Nick would catch a few squid at the same time. It's not until you actually get into the water that you realise just how crystal clear this water really is.
What are you hoping to catch, hon?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll just get some squid, eh?
Yeah? That'll be good.
How many do you want?
Oh,
6.
you got to deal with them.
I'll get 4.
We were lucky enough to see an enormous turtle and followed him around for a while, but he wasn't being too cooperative, so we just followed him and observed as he eventually swam away into the distance. Stay tuned as he said goodbye to us before he left. What an experience. He was huge. I'll have to zoom in on that. He's got a huge head. Oh, we've exhausted him. Well, that was it. Woo! 6 minutes, thanks for coming. Oh, I'll go away now and have a nice life. He's been around a long time, that guy, I reckon. Yeah, wowee. Well, that's a good start. So we've come out a bit further, closer to the reef to try and snag ourselves some squid, but they're not really biting, so we haven't seen any more turtles either, but we'll be on the lookout. How good is it? Oh, there's bluefish down here. If you look under the boat, Tracy, coming your way, there's some bluefish. Can you see them? Yeah. I don't know if you can see those through the camera.
I think that's a starfish.
It could be a starfish, yeah. It's very blue.
getting up. Other than seeing the big turtle, it's alright. Other than seeing the big turtle, we didn't see much else. A few starfish, beautiful blue starfish, and a couple of big bommies out there with the fish around them. But other than that, that was it. But it was really nice. That turtle was incredible. Pretty stoked with that. Hello guys, welcome back. Sorry about the corrugations. We sadly have left 14 Mile Beach and our friends Nick and Tracy this afternoon. We're heading up through Coral Bay along the Maud's Landing Warroora track. It's 6.5 dozen which way you go, but we've decided to take the track rather than drive back out to the main highway. We did this yesterday with as a bit of a touristy thing with our friends. So we're going this way to Coral Bay, and then we're heading on to Exmouth this afternoon, where we will catch up with some other family and friends. We just had a great little morning out on the boat, didn't we?
Yeah. Caught a heap of squid.
Caught that many squid. But as you may or may not have seen, if I've put the footage in already, we saw a giant turtle. I've never seen a turtle as big in my life. He poked his head out of the water and it was huge. So we followed him for a little while, hoping he would pop his head up again. I'll stick the footage in. And yeah, hopefully you'll get to look at it and see it from the perspective that we saw. It was mostly in the water, but he did poke his head up eventually. It was so cool to see that, but no squid, unfortunately. So what do you think about 14 miles?
14 miles, it's really nice. I mean, it's very windy there this time of year, but we've had probably only one day really was really strong winds,
yeah,
and the rest of it was pretty good.
We've had three nights or 4 nights there. Can't remember when we got there. We got there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, so 3 nights. Yeah, we had 3 nights there. The first night, I don't know, was horrific wind. The day after we got there, I think it was Tuesday, wind was crazy. So we went out and did a lot of touristy stuff. So Warroora Station is this massive cattle farming property just in between Carnarvon and Coral Bay. The coastal access is all managed by... The coastal access is all managed by WA Parks, so they manage the campgrounds out here. There are quite a lot of campgrounds, so you book it online. It's a massively popular place, so getting booked in is pretty mental. I'm pretty sure Nick and Tracy had those spots booked for 6 months, yeah. But it is well worth a visit. The water is crystal clear and it's stunning, and it's really great for boating. So if you've got a tinny or a small boat, you can launch it off the beach. But there are many campgrounds. If you're thinking about coming out this way, maybe speak to someone who's already stayed out here, because some of them have better beach access, some of them have better cliff views, some of them are very exposed to the weather, to the wind, and it does blow its butt off up here often, so you have to be mindful. But we've been really lucky, and we did get out to go out in the boat this morning, so we feel lucky about that. We're hoping in Exmouth we'll get some snorkeling in. That's the plan. It has been pretty nice for the last few days up there, I think, so yeah, we'll let you know when we get there. The scenery around here is certainly nothing exciting, but we did drive this track day before yesterday, so yeah. But overall, we've had a really lovely 3 days with our friends, but happy to be back on the road again. Oh, we tried our Starlink out last night.
Oh, yeah.
For the first time we used our Starlink, and oh my gosh, I'm going to say it's an absolute game changer. It really is. Like, we were getting speeds from it that would have been easily 5 times faster than we get in our house. So we were really stoked with it. Yeah, and it was really easy to set up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, no, Nick was pretty impressed, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was trying to get his Spotify all downloaded again, and it just downloaded like in about 2 seconds, his whole library. It was incredible. So yeah, we were really happy with that, and really easy to set up. we placed it somewhere where it would have had a few obstructions, but it didn't seem to matter. It was amazing. So we're happy so far. We'll keep you posted on how that goes in different places. Yeah, all right, well, we'll check in with you a bit later. We're just heading into Exmouth. We've just arrived into the peninsula, the Gulf, Exmouth Gulf, if you like. We've been here a few times before, and funny story. It is a story, but it's true. We vowed we were never coming back here in September. Do you want to tell them why?
Just the wind is pretty bad up this way. I think they say from, I don't know whether it's the start of September or whatever, it's like 100 days of wind or something like that, isn't it? So
yeah.
Pre-Christmas, for 100 days it can be pretty blowy up here.
Yeah, so we
did have a couple of times where we came, and it was, yeah, it wasn't the best, but
it was mental.
We then came back in, I don't know, April or something, and it was really, really good. But now just got a few family and friends that are up here this time of year, and a couple of them come up every September for a couple of weeks. So yeah, so we're coming back to spend some time with them.
I should add that the family that comes up here in September are avid kite surfers, which the wind is perfect for, but they do have kids, and snorkeling is also fun with kids. So
you do get non-windy days.
You do.
So
yeah, we're hoping for some.
You just have to take the good with the bad.
We're not actually sure how long we're staying here either. We just we've kept this trip just winging it as per usual. Yeah, so you'll see the, what are they called over there? The Cape Ranges, I think. The big mountain range. And where we're heading, for anyone that hasn't been up here, is over the other side of the ranges round to the Ningaloo Reef. Exmouth is on a sticky out part. What do you call it? A protruding part of the west coast, known as the Exmouth Gulf. So this is the side, actually I don't know if you can see over the top there, you might be able to see a little bit of ocean. That's the Exmouth Gulf out there. And on the other side of this range over there, it is the Ningaloo Reef. So we are heading around you can only get to the other side of the range by going around it. It's a big drive through the town of Exmouth and around to the Ningaloo Reef, which we are very, very keen to share with you if you haven't been here before.
We were very much looking forward to spending some time with some of the family and relaxing up here at Yardie Homestead, which is on the Ningaloo side of the Exmouth Peninsula. This place is a terrific location and offers wilderness camping with all the facilities. Like all other camping places up here, you must book in advance as it is sometimes impossible to get in otherwise. To finish off the day, we all headed up to the best lookout point in Exmouth if you want to see the coastline, the Vlamming Head Lighthouse, at the northernmost tip of the peninsula. You're pretty much guaranteed of getting a brilliant sunset most of the time from this viewpoint. With a parade of whales passing on the horizon, it kept us entertained before the sun dropped into the water, but not before another exciting event unfolded in the most perfect spot. Surrounded by their children, some family and friends, our daughter Shannon became engaged to her partner Jack, a beautifully planned moment and a fantastic way to celebrate our very first day in Exmouth. Thanks for joining us for this episode, which we've had a brilliant time filming. If you're enjoying our content, please like, comment and subscribe, as this really helps us to grow our channel. We appreciate you watching and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers!